During the month of March, as Montgomery County marks 2 years of fighting the COVID-19 pandemic, the county will highlight the sacrifices, dedication, and efforts of individuals and partners in the community.
This was nonprofits, this was businesses, this was private individuals, this was the collective, this was the community responding to COVID.
I wanted to show positivity, show love, show service. Take care.
And so it's important that we're not just as government going to pat ourselves in the back. We need to recognize that we could not have done any of this without the work of numerous partners.
I think this has built some momentum to help make sure that we're better prepared if, God forbid, we have another pandemic, but also address those underlying public health issues that led to the immoral, disproportionate outcomes that we saw in so many of our communities.
Each week will focus on a different theme. This week, the theme is public health and healthcare, where the county honors those who helped save and protect lives throughout the pandemic, including the Department of Health and Human Services.
We've met and responded to 5 surges to date, with Omicron being the most virulent. Over the past 2 years, we worked with our hospitals. Our hospitals were very instrumental. We had outbreaks in assisted living facilities, nursing homes, long-term care facilities.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome back.
We work with our independent and our public school partners because, again, the virus was impacting everyone. So we started to broaden that safety net in the community. We use national data trends, community level transmissions, hospitalizations, case rates.
Look at these guns, man.
We work within strengthening those community partners so that we could increase access and equity.
Councilmember Navarro and I were in a meeting, and they shared that over a 6-week span, over 78%, actually over 80% of the positive test cases over that 6-week span were in the Latino community. And so we had to make sure that we circled the wagons and developed a plan to better infiltrate our communities.
You know better the people that you represent, the communities you represent. Where's an underserved neighborhood?
It has established an infrastructure for a public health model that I think is going to grow and has impacted our Black community. It has impacted our Asian community in ways that are very positive.
While the response to the pandemic is not over, this month-long event reflects on where things stand today as we look back on these last 2 years and thank those who have helped us get to where we are now.
1,940 colleagues and family members and friends and loved ones have been taken from us. So many of our worlds have been ripped apart.
Last week, we recognized the people who lost loved ones, which obviously that is the ultimate loss in terms of, they're not going to be able to go back to life the way it was. The effort that our healthcare workers and public health workers have had to endure over the last 2 years. And for them, it's going to be years of recovery physically and mentally from this strain.
But I really would like to say a special thanks to Dr. Travis Gale. Dr. Gale laid a framework for all of our team to follow. Dr. Gales came in and he built a team, a very solid team, and strengthened the capacity for all of us to respond, who really put their heart and soul into making our response very robust.
Public health officials and frontline staff members who've been addressing this issue. The term first responder, I think, has really been expanded throughout the pandemic, and our nurses and our medical professionals have had to make so many sacrifices to just be able to report to work.
Yeah, Mom.
And I recall that a neighbor who was a nurse at Suburban Hospital in the ICU unit, her husband wanted to celebrate her birthday. And the poor thing had to go in and pull a more than 18-hour shift at Suburban.
We love you.
We sent her off as a community and neighborhood by celebrating her, and just hundreds of people came out, even people that didn't live in the neighborhood, to just celebrate and honor and recognize her. It just inspires me in so many different ways.
Reporting in Rockville, Jordan Lindsay.